Children grew up hearing tales of the haunted man and his terrible fate as a warning. The Celtic tribes passed down the story to ensure that no one would dare to disturb the spirit's night. But over centuries, the terror of Halloween evolved, the true story lost to whispers and superstition. In medieval times, Halloween became associated with witches, who were believed to command spirits. Villagers claimed that witches would summon the shadow folk to enact curses upon their enemies. Halloween night was the peak of their dark powers, a time for revenge, curses, and hexes. Witch hunts became rampant as paranoia swept through towns across Europe. Innocent women were often burned at the stake on Halloween, sacrificed to appease the spirits. The day of Samhain transformed into a night of terror, bloodshed, and vengeance. By the Renaissance, Halloween had become a symbol of fear and retribution in the dark. The cursed mark of the hollow eye was feared more than ever, a symbol of death and damnation. People began carving hollow eyes into pumpkins, hoping to trap the spirits within them. These hollow-eyed pumpkins were placed on porches, a final line of defense against the shadow folk. The hollow eye became the face of Halloween, a representation of mankind's fear of the supernatural. The tradition spread from the Celtic lands to the New World, where it evolved further. Immigrants brought their tales of the hollow eye to America, where they merged with local legends. In America, the pumpkin became known as a jack-o'-lantern, its sinister grin a warning to spirits. Halloween became a night of controlled chaos, with pranks and tricks keeping spirits at bay. Children disguised themselves as monsters, a playful nod to the ancient practice of hiding from spirits. But even in play, Halloween was a reminder of darker times when the dead walked freely. In remote parts of Ireland, people still whispered about the hollow eye and the haunted man. Each Halloween, fires were still lit and offerings left outside, just in case. Those who believed left food on their doorsteps, appeasing the spirits in silence. The horror of Halloween lay not in the modern costumes and candy, but in ancient curses and dark pacts. As Halloween approached each year, the veil between worlds grew thin once more. In one small Irish village, an old woman claimed to be a descendant of the haunted man. She warned children never to break the rituals of Halloween lest they incur the curse. Her words went unheeded, and one Halloween night, a young boy dared to test the old legend. Laughing, he refused to offer food to the spirits, confident the curse was mere myth. That night, the mark of the hollow eye appeared on his door, chilling his family to the bone. Desperate, his mother tried to perform the old rites, leaving food, lighting candles. But the curse had been angered, and her offerings were swept away by an unseen force. Shadows gathered in their home, dark figures lurking just beyond the candlelight. The boy's dreams became haunted, plagued by images of the haunted man. He saw visions of Caelan, cursed and roaming, his eyes filled with eternal regret. Desperate, he visited the old woman, begging her to lift the curse. She told him there was only one way to be free: to pass the curse to another soul. Torn between saving himself and condemning another, he faced a terrible choice. The boy eventually passed the cursed mark to an unsuspecting traveler. In doing so, he became part of the haunting legacy of Halloween. The curse continued, with each cursed person condemning another to escape their fate. Villages were haunted each Halloween as the cursed mark was passed from soul to soul. The story of the hollow eye spread again, and fear once more took hold of Halloween night. Modern Halloween customs grew out of this dark tale, with rituals to ward off curses. Children began wearing masks as symbols of protection, believing they could hide from spirits. The jack-o'-lanterns carved today represent the hollow eye, a symbol of ancient terror. Every candy handed out was meant as an offering, appeasing spirits and keeping curses away. The bonfires, the costumes, the pumpkins, all pieces of a forgotten horror. Today, Halloween is celebrated as a night of fun, yet its true roots lie in terror. The hollow eye remains a hidden symbol in every jack-o'-lantern grin, a memory of cursed souls. Haunted houses mimic the cursed homes of the past, echoing the story of the shadow folk. Those who carve jack-o'-lanterns remember the hollow eye even if they no longer understand why. The spirit of the haunted man lingers, a warning to those who would mock Halloween's rituals. Those who scorn the ancient traditions unknowingly invite the shadow folk to return. Each Halloween, a few still leave offerings, hoping to keep the curse at bay. On some nights, mysterious symbols appear in towns, marked in ash a hollow eye on forgotten doors. Those who see the mark feel a chill, an ancient fear they can't explain. For Halloween, while playful on the surface, is still a night where dark forces gather. On Halloween night, the hollow eye sees all, looking for those who disrespect the spirits. Children tell ghost stories, unaware of the truth woven into their words. Even the bravest find themselves wary on Halloween, as if an unseen presence is watching. Halloween's true history lurks in the shadows, waiting to reclaim the night. The spirits remember, and the veil remains thin, eager to welcome another soul into the curse. Those who remember the hollow eye leave offerings, carrying on ancient rites. On Halloween night, some still hear whispers in the dark, warnings from the spirit world. The tale of the haunted man endures, a reminder of the price of angering the dead. Halloween is a celebration of the macabre, but the curse of the hollow eye still haunts it. The mark of the hollow eye appears every Halloween, warning all who see it. For Halloween is not just costumes and sweets, it's a night of old curses and ancient fears. When the hollow eye appears, the dead are watching, and the living are vulnerable. Every Halloween, the veil between worlds opens, bringing shadows and secrets with it. The tale of Halloween is a dark one, full of curses, betrayal, and spectral revenge. The hollow eye watches from every jack-o'-lantern, guarding the spirit world's boundary. And so, each Halloween, the spirits wait, and the curse lingers, waiting to claim another soul.
All of my friends, happy Halloween!